We have two very bright and talented young doctors with us who we can see will obviously take over the apps in future to come. We're going to speak to them. Hi, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
If you'd like to introduce yourself.
My name's Komal. I'm Hera.
Hera, nice to meet you. What brings you here tonight, if I can ask?
So APPS hosts this annual event and it's in London today, and it's just a good opportunity to have lots of Pakistani doctors together, meeting together, and it's a really great platform for even young medical students and young junior doctors to meet and integrate together too. So I think it happened last year in Manchester, and this year it's in London.
Have you come from Manchester?
No, my family's from Kent, and I'm a medical student at St George's in London at the moment, so not too far away.
I'm actually a law student in London, something a little different, but I think it's quite important for everyone to come to these kind of events to see what fellow Pakistanis are doing, how they're making a difference, and kind of bridging the gap between seniors and the youth. So I think it's a really good event that's going on.
This is a great opportunity for us, Association of Pakistani Physicians, to hold our first annual Gala dinner in London. And mashallah, you've seen the response. We are overbooked. There are hundreds of people on the waiting list, and inshallah it'll be a great day today.
My name is Taimur Mirza and I am an anaesthetist. I work at Tameside Hospital in Manchester. We have organized this event. It's actually an annual event for all the doctors, but we are trying to bring all the alumni, different medical colleges in Pakistan on one platform and on under one banner, so that we can get united and then we can work for Pakistan. Whatever little we can do, we can work with them. We have also got APNA's chairman, Dr. Amir, here with us. So plan is to cooperate with each other and then work for Pakistan.
We have with us a very honorable guest tonight, which is Dr. Asif Rahman, who's the president of APNA, the famous APNA that's really active in US and is an honor for all Pakistanis, expats. He's here in London and he's sort of here to tie and strengthen the relationships between APPS UK and APNA. We welcome you to London, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. Doctor, please share with us the purpose of your visit and how was it like and what really was the experience like?
I think you already highlighted the purpose of my trip is that I represent very big physician organization in US, and this APPS UK, this is a physician organization of UK, and the plan is that somehow we should know each other, work together, and there are so much which we can do together, particularly in healthcare and education, than if we do it separately. So I think try to bring these two physician community across the Atlantic together. And these two organizations, we are inshallah gonna sign a memorandum of understanding that in coming years we should do a lot of projects together. We should learn from each other. I think there are things which this organization, UK organization, is doing very well, and particularly in a short period of time of 4 or 5 years, they have done a great quality of work. We are there almost for 40 years and we are doing our things, and I hope that somehow we can learn from each other.
I was just about to, I'm sorry to cut you, I was just about to mention you and ask you that obviously APNA is working for years and years obviously, and I'm sure there must be some valuable things to learn from them, for APPS to learn from APNA.
Yeah, we are just like close to now 40 years, 39, 40 years old organization. Now this organization, from organization to institutionalized, now it's almost an institutionalized organization. Every year there is a change of guards. We have done from education to social welfare to advocacy to helping young physicians both in US and in Pakistan, raising issues, physician-related issues in Pakistan, raising social justice in Pakistan. So we have involved ourselves into almost anything which we can do for Pakistan, and particularly in the time of dire need, either it was a natural disaster or a catastrophe or man-made. We've been in Pakistan helping in volunteer as well as any other capacity which we can.
I welcome you on behalf of annual Association of Pakistan Physicians and Surgeons, which is called APPS. And I welcome you all to the annual gala dinner hosted by APPS.
This is My Pakistan. 70% of the population live in villages. 40% of the population live below the poverty line, earning a mere 60 pence a day or less. People are forced to send their young children into grueling, arduous work to survive. At times, the battle for survival may force one to sell organs, which is illegal. Approximately half the population is illiterate. Road traffic accidents are common. The poor cannot even afford basic treatment. Healthcare facilities in rural areas hardly exist. It is estimated that 10% of the population is infected with hepatitis. There are no ambulances in rural areas. People are forced to drink water that you would not even tread in. APPS stands for the rights of all these people. The Association of Pakistani Physicians and Surgeons of the United Kingdom is a professional association that provides a platform for Pakistani British doctors in the UK, as well as those coming from Pakistan. The APPS is an independent educational organisation with no political motives. Our three main aims include guiding and supporting doctors in the UK, raising health awareness among the community in the UK and in Pakistan, working to modernise the health system of Pakistan. We work on the principle that real generosity is doing something nice for someone who will never find out about it. You can join hands with APPS by becoming a member, an affiliate or a volunteer. For further information, please visit our website at appsuk.org. APPS, advancing health, changing lives.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير.
To give the translation, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Blessed is he in whose hand is the kingdom, and he has the power of all things. He who created death and life to test you as to which of you is best in deeds, and he is the mighty, the forgiving.
We're all here tonight to really basically contribute to the excellence and achievements and contributions that have been made by the young professionals in this sector. And in this room right now, there are many, many very talented Pakistani people in this sector of surgeons and consultants and doctors. And the best thing about it is that we are proud to say that we are all Pakistani. Alhamdulillah. Distinguished guests, honorable guests, please welcome on stage with a big round of applause, Dil Se, Dr. Shahid Siddique. welcome on stage your two hosts, Arif Anis and Andrea Gordon.
Tonight we have doctors from here, from North, from South, from Birmingham, from Manchester, from Midlands, from London, and this is the first annual gala dinner, to the extent I know, which is being hosted in London. So I think all these people, and when the event started, they played a video which showed about Pakistan, what's wrong with Pakistan about. But in fact, probably they couldn't mention what's right about Pakistan. There's so many high achievers, so many consultants, doctors, and pride of their professions are here. And these people who made their bones, they left Pakistan, those who were born over here, at the same time, they made their presence felt. So I think as a Pakistani, they all deserve a big hand. So let's give them a big hand for being such great high achievers.
Shall we get on with introducing one of these high achievers, or two of them?
Yes, probably. Let's start with the first one.
Okay, the first one. You can read the first one.
Right. We are going to invite Dr. Shahina Anjum. She is a consultant. Oh,
she has a fan club here.
Yes. She is consultant pediatrician, an executive director, APPS, and a lead child protection project.
Okay.
Along with
Dr. Altaf Katak, who is a consultant urologist in Liverpool. It's great there, isn't it? Council member of APPS UK and head of Child Protection Project. Welcome on stage, please.
They're going to deliver the formal note of welcome. So over to Docs.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. I welcome you all tonight to the Association of Pakistani Physicians and Surgeons UK Annual Gala Dinner 2014.
This is APP's first event in London area, and we are absolutely delighted by the overwhelming response we have got. We know some of you have traveled from far distances, from all parts of UK. There are guests who have come from Pakistan, from US, from Australia, and the continent.
We live in an age when there is death of distance and time zones have been conquered. Today, progress of people is dependent on being connected, cohesive, and committed.
It is this spirit of connected, coherent camaraderie that APPS stands for. APPS is a platform to bring Pakistani doctors and other professionals to come together, join hands, and make a difference wherever they are.
With these sentiments, I wish to convey special thanks and welcome our chief guest, Mr. Ted Hill, Chief Executive, British Polio Fellowship. I also extend warm welcome to Pakistani High Commissioner, His Excellency Syed Ibn Abbas, Dr. Asif Rahman, President, Association of Pakistani Physicians of North America. He has traveled all the way to be with us tonight. Lord Tariq Ahmed, Parliamentary Under Secretary in current British Cabinet. Dr. Fahmida Mirza, MNA.
She's on her way.
She's on her way. She's ex-Speaker, Pakistan National Assembly. Dr. Ashraf Chauhan, ex-MPA. Barrister Amjad Malik, Chair Association of Pakistani Lawyers. Heads of Pakistani Medical Colleges Alumni and British Medical Universities. I hope you have a very enjoyable evening and productive social interaction tonight. Thank you.
surprise you that most of the people present here, they have learned it by heart.
Yep.
And that's how they passionately love their country, even after leaving it, say 5, 10, 20 years. And I think it would be nice to put a big hand to all those people, and the singers and the children who arrived. And I shouldn't forget about an organization which has massively supported this event. And this is World Congress of Overseas Pakistanis. Its co-chairman and founder, Sayyid Kamal Raza, has also joined our guests tonight. So let's give a big hand to him and all the guests and all those who sang this wonderful anthem together. We have Dr. Abdul Hafiz, who is a GP in Manchester.
A founder and executive director of APPS UK.
A member of Viral Hepatitis Awareness Steering Group of Public Health England.
Member of the Executive Council of UK Medical Aid to Pakistan.
An international advisor to Comprehensive Disaster Response Services.
And panel member of General Medical Council's BME Doctors Forum. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Abdul Hafiz.
Dr. Abdul Hafiz for our APPS introduction.
It is a great honor for me to stand in front of all of you today. So many dignitaries, scholars, professors, and not to forget my own father, who is here for the first time from Pakistan, and this is his first ever APPS UK Gala dinner. The topic is very big. APPS is not just a one-day organization, one-year organization. There is a long history, and there is so much which I can talk. But my London team did mention that Londoners are not interested in long speeches. So I think I have to stick to the point. There is, as you would appreciate, when we come from a different country, there is a great difficulty to enter into a new system. And this was one of the reasons why, obviously, we at that stage thought that there has to be a platform. The ethos of APPS, of any organization, is important. We all know National Health Service has invested a lot of money in us, wherever stage which we are because of that investment. And for many of us who have come from Pakistan, Pakistan has invested a lot in us as well. And we do owe to both the countries in whatever way we can. Just look around in this room. We have seen so much negative media coverage of Pakistani people, Pakistanis in general. There have been polio in the news. We are just known for all the negative agenda. But just look around. See the people who are sitting here, the cream of the country, I would say. So many hard-working professionals who work day and night, provide excellence in the care they provide, and they have created big names within NHS. And we must appreciate all of them. I do sometimes also think whether local community appreciates us as well. And I would like to just quickly share a message which I received from a lady quite a while back. In 2005, I received a phone call from a pensioner, 85-year-old. Her name was Margaret. She rang us and she said, I want to donate £5 to your country. This is a pensioner. She said, I don't have any more money, but this is my token to your country for all the doctors who have been coming from Pakistan and looking after me. And I think she needs a round of applause as well, please. This particular organization is now 9 years old. And Asif bhai, correct me if I'm wrong, Apna is established in 1973. So we're just 32 years behind you. We will catch up, inshallah. Over the last 50 years, there have been a number of attempts of setting up an organization, but for whatever reasons, the organizations couldn't sustain, couldn't continue. And I still remember the days when we were thinking of a name for this organization. We thought ABDUC might be a good name, Association of Pakistani Doctors in UK. We also thought APUC, Association of Pakistani Physicians in the UK. But at last, after a lot of discussion, we did end up having this name, Apps UK. And you will appreciate that was the time when mobile apps were not there. And now regret, if I would have patented this name, I would have been a millionaire. Though I do know there are some millionaires sitting on the front desk here today, and I thank them for being present here today. From such a humble start, APPS UK today is an international organization. And I think you all appreciate that. We are not just a social enterprise. We are not a one-day organization. We don't just come here and raise funds and go. We never ask people to give us money. We're not a charity organization in that sense. I think charities are doing a good job. We are professionals, we have skills, we have learned those skills, and we believe we can transfer those skills to our country. A brief word about the structure of this organization. As you can see, we are a grassroots organization. The membership is open to Pakistani doctors all over the world. We have members in 15 different countries. All those doctors who go in even Middle Eastern or Australian or other countries, they want to get UK qualifications, they want guidance. And that's why APPS comes in, they become our member, and we keep passing all the information about the exams, changes in the structure, job opportunities to all those doctors. We are, and I'm claiming this here, a zero admin cost organization. We have never paid anyone any expense, any salary, no PAY. All the membership fee which people give go for a good cause. I think we can afford. And all the people who are working here, all the council, we never claim, we rather give money to the organization in different projects. Just briefly give you an outline. I think all the details are on the website, and I'm not going to go in detail. However, I will ask, there are so many consultants sitting here today. We do get a lot of inquiries from people who want to get clinical attachment and jobs in this country. And it will be great if consultants here can offer their services to us or through APPS to all those Pakistani doctors who want to get in the system, want to know more, want to learn more. We have a legal team, and Barrister Amjad Malik and Barrister Tufail Hussain are two people who have been helping doctors who get in difficulty for whatever reasons. We also have a platform where GCSE and A-level students are guided into medical profession, into local universities. We also have monthly TV campaign on Ummah TV every month. Once a month, we have a slot where we send a doctor and talk about different health issues. And we will never stop. We have never stopped. We have never stepped back. And this is the statement which we stand on. We will only move forward. Brothers and sisters, I know, obviously, there is a lot of, I can see a lot of people are interested in networking, which I do appreciate. And thank you for that as well. We have achieved many personal and professional goals in our lives. And I would encourage you to join APPS to achieve the goal for Pakistan. Thank you.
The next person who's coming over here is a very important person. Yes. He is representing the government of Pakistan in official capacity, a veteran diplomat with a brilliant service record in several countries. And he's coming over here to share what the government of Pakistan is doing or is believing to do about making the difference about the overseas Pakistanis. At the same time, the most impressive thing I shouldn't forget, today he traveled from Manchester. He was in Manchester for 2 or 3 days to, in fact, preside over another event of overseas Pakistanis. He traveled from Manchester and he made, again, he's present in this event here today. So he deserves respect and total silence. Ladies and gentlemen, doctors, GPs, consultants, gynecologists, endocrinologists, please, I need your full attention And I have the pleasure of inviting over here His Excellency Syed Ibn Abbas, the High Commissioner of Pakistan, in your full respect and silence.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. Very good evening to all of you. It's customary that I have to recognize few people, important people here, but as a matter of fact, all of you are very important. You are the stars of tonight. So I cannot name each one of you, but I have to, because it's my honor and privilege to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Ted Hill, the head of polio in UK, Lord Tariq Ahmed, your familiar leader. Similarly, I have an honor and privilege and a pleasure to welcome Dr. Asif Rahman, President of APNA from the United States. Welcome, sir. And, sorry? I think I will be remiss if I do not mention Dr. Iqbal, Dr. Taimur, Dr. Hafiz, and last but not least, Dr. Suhail Shokhtai, for the great job. You are all my heroes, and I salute you all, because I have learned that tonight the founder chair of this organization, Dr. Hafiz, did not even get a second to sleep, because this is not easy, my dear friends, to put this kind of a event together. So one big applause for all these who have done this show. As I've been here in this country only 7 weeks, I bring greetings to you all from Pakistan, the country which you all belong. We have just seen some of the video clips here. Yes, these are some of the problems we are facing, but seeing you all here, seeing the successes of you all here, not only the doctors, some very successful businessmen, barristers, engineers, all of you, I think I am really proud of representing you all, great Pakistanis. I would say that we have some other projects which I was just a while ago discussing with some of the friends here, and one of my priorities would always be to look after you, to serve you, and to know you better, because you are the real ambassadors of Pakistan. We are paid ambassadors. You are the true ambassadors. So my endeavor would be to connect with you and to talk to you and do some projects together. And I have set a target for me, because I would like the Quaid-e-Azam's statue to be erected at the Lincoln's Inn. So this is my project. Thank you very much. That's my project, for which I will be needing your support and help if I need. Otherwise, just wish me well, and inshallah we'll have that delivered to you. With this, I thank you all, and I don't want to take much of your time, but I want to congratulate you and thank you for being wonderful Pakistanis. We are proud of you. We love you all. God bless you. Pakistan, Paindabad.
We have Dr. Qazi Zaman, who is consultant endocrinologist from Birmingham,
An executive member of APPS.
and chair of Khyber Medical College alumni.
And we also have
Dr. Asim Shafiq, a consultant pharmaceutical physician,
Director of the Pharmaceutical Physicians Limited Business Development,
an NLP master practitioner, hypnotherapist, and performance coach.
a
So
mentor
he may
and
hypnotize
coach
you.
for entrepreneurs.
Yes, exactly. So over to Asim Shafiq and Dr. Qazi Zaman.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a good evening. Dr. Asim and I have been given this difficult task today to announce and give Excellence Award for the 2014. As His Excellency just mentioned, our father of the nation, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, so I will start a quote from our father, and he said, "With faith, discipline, and selfless devotion to your duties, there is nothing worthwhile that you cannot achieve." I can see that he emphasized and the chunk of this word duties to be done properly. There are people at the moment who has done that extremely well, and these we call as achievers and shining stars.
I would like to invite Dr. Iqbal Malik, the physician of year 2014, to receive his award. Dr. Iqbal Malik is a cardiologist. He's a cardiologist in Imperial College of Healthcare, NHS Trust. Please. He's been very active in NHS system. He sits on many committees. He's done a lot of volunteer work and charity work. Proud to be here.
Second award goes to for voluntary work, and this is an excellence award, and this goes to Dr. Kokab Rajput, and she is a consultant audiologist physician, Great Ormond Street. Dr. Kokab is founder member of Medical Aid of Pakistan, which does a lot of charity. She looks after a lot of charity organizations, including disaster management, clean water supply, supporting medical students, and hepatitis awareness. Dr. Kokab Rajput. The next category is Allied Health Professional Award, Excellence Award for 2014, and it goes to
Dr. Riaz Siddiqui. So may I kindly invite Dr. Riaz Siddiqui to join us over here. A big hand for Dr. Riaz. He's a Dow graduate, and he's dedicated his work and life to helping the people who are impaired with hearing. Dr. Riaz Siddiqui.
We have one more award, which is for the APPS UK Executive Member Excellence Award, and this is for the year 2014 this time, and it goes to...
Well, that's a surprise, so because I haven't got any name over here.
No, I have it. It is from London chapter, and it is Dr. Riaz Ahmed.
Yay! Dr. Riaz.
Dr. Riaz.
Congratulations.
Dr. Riaz.
Well done, gentlemen. That's brilliant. Fantastic achievement. Well, we have great pleasure in introducing a beautiful girl with an absolutely beautiful voice.
Yeah, she will be simply stunned, and she is the youngest female singer from the Pakistani origin. In fact, in the UK, she started singing at the tender age of 11 years, and she has really performed with the big stars. And tonight, she's going to be the taste of tonight's dinner and this special evening. So we're going to invite Nish.
Please welcome on stage Nish.
Interval, so let's give a big hand.
Woo!
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nish, and today I'll be performing a few songs for you. And before I start, I'd like to especially thank the TVapex team and Dr. Sahil Chuktai for inviting me here today.
ਤੈਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰਾ ਪਰਛਾਵਾਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਮੁਖੜੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ जान मेरी मैं तेनू समझावा कि ना तेरे बाजू लगदा जी वे चंगा नहीं हो कीता बीबा वे चंगा नहीं हो कीता बीबा दिल मेरा तोड़ के वे बड़ा पछताया खा वे बड़ा पछताया खा तेरे नाल जोड़ के Thank you.
We're here to introduce, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to introduce Dr. Sohail Chugtai, who is Fellow of Royal College of Surgeons since 1992.
He's an orthopedic surgeon and medical legal examiner.
A Microsoft certified specialist and medical computing instructor.
Has instructed 60 plus IT courses and developed 20 software and website projects.
He's also founder director of TVapex and also of a business award-winning medical legal firm.
He is chair of London chapter of APPS UK.
And president of World Congress of Overseas Pakistanis UK.
And vice president of Brain Trust UK. Please welcome on stage Dr. Sohail Chugtai.
That's a good band.
I really want to say a very good evening to our notable guests, all the ladies and gentlemen who've traveled from far places to be with us tonight. I want you to look at the slide and just feel the passion in it. What it says is, if you have knowledge, that is a privilege. But that comes with a responsibility to share it. And that is what the whole presentation is about. Because if you can read this, please once say thank you to your teacher. Because without the teacher, you would not have been able to read this line. I really want to start this presentation on that note. That we had teaching in a very conventional way before, where you had a classroom, an auditorium, and maybe a symposium. But there was a limit. And you could only go up to a certain point to engage people. You could not reach people beyond certain logistic limits. But these barriers are broken. What we have now is a large scale of audience waiting to engage with you. And that is through internet. We have almost 2.8 billion people who can connect to you. This is the internet power. This digital revolution has hit us because now we are easily able to connect. Even 1% of that would be millions. And that is where the power is. Out of that 2.8 billion, we have 1.3 billion on handheld devices. You have your mobile phones, you have your iPads. And out of that 2.8 billion, 1.3 billion people can be reached on that handheld device. So that is enormous power. That is not something which you can ignore easily. The models we have for APPS doctors, the models where doctors can teach other doctors is basically can be from home, just like that. You can sit at home, you can engage a classroom, or you can engage a group of people on their own computers. This is what APPS doctors now have access to. They can easily reach out this style of teaching from their home, and we are able to provide that. At the same time, the next level is that you come to studio and you use a system which gives you a lot of tools, a lot of sophistication, and you can look very professional and you can make very knowledgeable contribution. And the third model is when you engage from a conference, just like this. This can be connected to any classroom, to any group of people, and I'm sure you've had experience of that, but this is what now APPS doctors have access to, just like that. They can ask the TVapex service, and they can join this kind of setup anytime. Last big setup is that like this conference, if this was a medical seminar, we can link that to Apna seminar in America. So both speakers can engage each other and they can have a big audience. Mind you, it's 2.8 billion people we are talking here. Now, what is the beauty of this system is that you can ask a question just like you can ask a question from here. You can stand up and you can ask a question. And if you can't ask a question, you can speak to the speaker. And you can't speak to the speaker, you can, next one please, you can have a text question, which means that you can basically reach the speaker through any internet barrier. In Pakistan, in Bangladesh, we have very low bandwidth. So you can cross that bandwidth not by video. You can hear the speaker in video, but you can reach him by a text message. There is a backdrop of softwares which I've developed. This is one of them, which actually asks you experts to register yourself on this website. Once you register there, there are people who can look for you. There are people who are searching for your knowledge. They will ask, I want some talk in gastric ulcer. If your details are here, they can find you. So the next website is basically a management website where my team can look after your presentations. So I really want to end this little presentation by saying, I may be repeating myself, but I think it's very important to emphasize this message, that if you have knowledge, you have the responsibility to really share it. Otherwise, there is no point keeping knowledge to yourself and not conveying it forward. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Parliamentary Chairman of Conservative Friends of Pakistan. Please welcome to the stage Lord Tariq Ahmed.
It is with great pride I think each and every one of you needs to reflect on the achievements of the great Pakistani British diaspora. As His Excellency said a few moments ago, the strength of the diaspora here in Britain is alive and it's well. But the requirement is on each and every one of you, and us indeed, to ensure that the voice is heard clear and loud. For too long, the narrative of British Pakistanis in our great country has been one, in recent times, regrettably, of negativity. But as I look around this room, I am astounded by the immense talent, the intellect and ability, and the incredible achievements of each and every individual in this room. And let me assure you, on behalf of Her Majesty's government, it is with great pride that I'm here representing the British government as the minister responsible for communities and integration, and indeed who has special responsibility for integration with faith communities. If you look around Britain today, when you look at the sphere of sports, you look at the sphere of law, you look at the sphere of medicine, you look at the sphere of business, and indeed, if you look in the sphere of politics and public engagement, you will, mashallah, alhamdulillah, see British Pakistanis within a generation, ladies and gentlemen, excelling in every field. And I'm proud to say that, inshallah, that exists today and it will continue to be nurtured for all our tomorrows. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It was a pleasure to be here.
Yesterday, we organized a dinner. The World Congress of Overseas Pakistanis organized a dinner in his in honor. Dr. Asif Rahman, who flew from the United States and who is here representing Chairman APNA, the largest Pakistani Medical Doctor Association. Let's give a big hand.
First of all, I want to thank Dr. Iqbal, Dr. Taimur Mirza, Dr. Suhail Chughtai. Actually, this is the guy you should be worried because we want to steal him. We are paying so much money for our IT, and this guy is doing voluntarily, and I think he should come to us. Dr. Yasmin Hasnan, Dr. Abdul Hafiz, Lord Tariq Ahmed, His Excellency Abu Abbas, and our last speaker, Ted Hill, all the ladies and gentlemen, everybody who is here, thank you so very much for having me. I left New York at the eve of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving for us Americans is a holiday which is non-religious, secular, and it is a family holiday. And in my life, I have never left my family at Thanksgiving. But I decided that this is the time, this is the moment that I should go across the Atlantic to shake hands and meet my other family, which is a physician family of UK. The reason for coming here is, although this organization is very new, 5-6 years, and you heard that we are more than 40 years, but the work, the mission, the objective of this organization is what we have been doing so long. So it is very natural that we should shake hands and do the work for the masses in Pakistan. The work which APNA is doing in education, transfer of technology, social welfare, and now to highlight the social justice in Pakistan for children's rights, women's rights, and minority rights. I think there is so much we can work together, and that's why I'm here. And I hope that we will have this partnership which is year to come, because this will affect our coming generation. I think we should think about our kids who are being born here, the kids who are being born in US. That is the generation which we have to pass the torch, and that's how we can make a difference in the communities where we live, and at least have a much better impact in healthcare and education in Pakistan. Enjoy rest of the evening, and thank you so much.
The gift from London chapter to our guests from across the Atlantic. And at the same time, this is the time of signing the memorandum between APPS UK and APNA to invite Dr. Asif Rahman, who's already here, and Dr. Muhammad Iqbal, Chairman, APPS UK, and Dr. Abdul Hafiz, who is President, APPS. So, the MOU signing ceremony.
Okay, I'd like to introduce on stage, has joined us here, Dr. Muhammad Iqbal, who is the Chair and Executive Director of APPS UK, audiovestibular consultant in Manchester, Director AudMed, and ranked among 100 most powerful British Pakistanis in UK.
Distinguished guest of honors, Sayyid Ibn Abbas, High Commissioner, Pakistan, Todd Hill, and Lord Tariq Ahmed. Distinguished guests, brothers and sisters, and children, Assalamu alaikum. It is indeed a great pleasure to see you all over here under this roof, and an honor for me to say a few words. I know distance has not been a barrier. You have come from long distance. Some of you have come as far as from Glasgow. Thank you very much. I give you again a very warm welcome on behalf of APPS UK, an association which has got members as doctors, dentists, and allied healthcares of Pakistani heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to give big hands and cheer, then give this to yourself, because you have made an impact in this country, because you have created excellence in this country, because you have done the good audits in this country, because you have done good research in this country, because you have earned excellence awards in this country, because you have made an impact on the National Health Service of UK in this country, because we are proud of you, because you have made us proud of yourself. Thank you very much to every one of you. APPS UK is proud of you, and APPS UK will make sure that if there is injustice to any of our doctor, dentist, and allied healthcare workers, we will be shoulder to shoulder with you, whether it be at BMA level, whether it be at our own legal team level, whether it be to the biggest institution of this country, General Medical Council. But at the same time, we want you to understand your responsibility. In this country, you have a responsibility to the care of the patient. Without this care, without this responsibility, you cannot ask for the rights. You have to have rights and responsibilities hand in hand.
But I know from my experience, I know from the experience of those who are in the media, those who are in the committees, those who are in the GMC, that people are proud of the Pakistani doctors who are in this country. People are proud of Pakistani dentists who are in this country. People are proud of the allied healthcare workers who are in this country. And you have seen the Excellence Awards. These Excellence Awards prove that after strict scrutiny, these doctors, dentists, and allied health workers were able to achieve these awards. This is a proof that we are doing something really good in this country. So I salute you. Ladies and gentlemen, what High Commissioner said, and I really say big thank you to him. He said, get united, get united, get united so that you are a voice. Ladies and gentlemen, we have not been fully united in this country, but thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we got an angel coming right from America to say, let's get united. I'm thankful to you, Asif Rahman, for your kindness, for your efforts, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to help us in making sure that we provide the projects with synergy, with cost effectiveness, so that we can work from both continents and give the best to our people. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't keep you long. Thank you very much indeed. God bless you all.
Thank you, Dr. Mohammed Iqbal. What an impassioned speech that was. Okay, so I'm now going to introduce the last guest that we had before dinner, and I'm going to introduce him again. So let's go over it again. Can we please welcome on stage Mr. Ted Hill, who is the Chief Executive of the British Polio Fellowship.
Good evening. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First, my thank you for inviting me this evening. I am sincerely very pleased to be here. I was asked to say a few words about the British Polio Fellowship in 2 minutes. Well, that's the first challenge, so that's not going to happen. What I can say, though, is that we've been around since 1939. So we've been celebrating 75 years of activity in the UK with celebrations. The very successful vaccination programme of polio in the 50s and 60s means for many people in the UK, polio is a thing in the past. It's been consigned to the history books. But I'm afraid for 120,000 people in the UK, it is still very real. In the UK, most polio survivors are now in their 65, and they approach their GPs with symptoms which are very akin to that of old age, and are not directly recognised. So as I say, 120,000 people in the UK still suffering the effects of polio. So what does our charity do? Well, we raise the profile of PPS with the general public, politicians, and of course your colleagues in the medical profession. We assist practically with finance and beneficial rights. We provide holiday bungalows for respite care, and of course we have our campaign work. We encourage social engagement, interactions through branch and other activities, and indeed our annual indoor games in Leicester is ever popular. One of my concerns is that those from the Pakistani community, and that indeed the wider Asian community, aren't fully engaged with what we do. So I would invite you to take back to your practices and your wider communities the fact that we are here. We are here to help everybody in the UK, and I would ask you to ask them to approach us if they're needed. I will close now because I can see the dinner's being served, but with a strapline from my newfound friend, Dr. Katak. There is hope, and someone does care. Thank you.
What an amazing success story. Most of you coming over to the UK or the USA, traveling thousands of miles, standing tall, making your name as a consultant, as a GP, as a physician, as a surgeon, and at the same time inspiring those and making a difference back home at the same time. So we are thoroughly touched, and we must acknowledge all those organizations. We supported tonight's event, APPS in first place, APNA, doctor who traveled across the Atlantic, World Congress of Overseas Pakistanis, and all those amazing people. So let's give him a big hand, and then let's switch over to the next.
As you have all worked out, I'm sure by now, that Dr. Iqbal is stepping down. He's been the APS chair for 3 years, and he's done a fantastic job. I'd like to just say thank you, Dr. Iqbal. It was absolutely wonderful having you as a leader. He did many milestones for apps while he was our chair. But the two key ones for me were one that he developed links with BAPIO, the Indian Doctors Association. So we are working together with BAPIO in sorting out some of the Asian doctor issues with the GMC, with revalidation, and with the Royal Colleges. The other one has been, he has obviously set loads of inroads into developing links with doctors in the USA, in Pakistan, and thank you for that. Dr. Iqbal. Everybody clap for Dr. Iqbal, come on. We have now a new president and a new chair. Can I request Dr. Taimur Mirza to come on stage now? He's an anaesthetist from Manchester, and he's a new president of APS UK. Can I now request Dr. Qazi Zaman to come on the stage now, please? Dr. Qazi Zaman. He's a consultant endocrinologist from Birmingham. He is a new chair for APPS UK. He was selected by a draw from amongst the chairs of the various Pakistani alumni organizations. A big hand for Dr. Qazi Zaman. I and the rest of the team from APS UK look forward to working with our two new leaders. Thank you.
Okay, the next doctor, the Doctor Who, is Dr. Shahid Latif, the consultant psychiatrist and clinical director NHFT, President RMC Alumni UK, Treasurer British Pakistani Psychiatrists Association, Regional Executive Royal College of Psychiatrists, Transcultural SIG, Dr. Shahid Latif. And ladies and gentlemen, the next doctor is Mr. Ayaz Asghar, MBBS, DOR CSI, FRCSI, MRC, Ophthalmology, London, Ophthalmologist, MCHFT, Member Executive Council, APPS UK, Chairman, AIMCA UK.
So the first Excellence Award for 2014 is for the Surgeon of the Year.
This personality is a consultant neurosurgeon, honorary clinical lecturer at the Warwick School University. He's also a teacher and trainer in neuroanatomy. He has 25 published research papers. He's a course instructor, and his keenest interest is that in social work.
And the winner of this award is Mr. Shahid Siddiq. Mr. Shahid Siddiq is approaching the stage to receive his award. Congratulations, Dr. Shahid. The second Excellence Award, and that's APS UK GP of year 2014.
Thank you. And this personality is a final year MBBS examiner. He holds a diploma in faculty in sexual and reproductive health. He's an independent medical expert. He holds a PG cert in medical education, a PG cert in, as a GP medical educator, and holds a diploma in psychological studies.
And the winner of this award is Dr. Tahir Mahmood. And let's move on to the Appreciation Awards now. And the Appreciation Award next, the personality you've been introduced tonight, and he has worked hard to establish a link between UPNA and APS UK. He has specially flown in to sign this memorandum with APS UK, and you would have guessed this by now. This personality is the UPNA president, Dr. Asif Rahman.
The next appreciation award goes to another personality who you've just been acquainted with. You've already heard that there are 120,000 people in the public who suffer from polio, whether it's polio or post-polio syndrome. He's the chief executive of the British Polio Fellowship, and it's none other than Mr. Ted Hill.
And this last appreciation award is for our chief guest, Mr. Ibn Hassan, please. And I'll request Abdul Hafiz to give this award to the Eye Excellence.
The next doctor I would like to, ladies and gentlemen, like to invite is Dr. Samira Yahya, OBS and Gynae trainee, Masters in Medical Education, author of Life in the UK Test Urdu Handbook, APPS Executive Member, Trustee, APPS Foundation. Please welcome Dr. Samira Yahya. And I also would like to call upon Dr. Riaz Ahmed, the consultant pediatrician, member executive council APPS UK, moderator Park Peds, representing PMC Faisalabad. Please welcome Dr. Riaz Ahmed.
On behalf of APPS UK team, I'm here to thank all of you. A very sincere thanks to our talented hosts and compares, Durdana, Arif Malik, Andrea Gordon, and Farah, for their wonderful comparing throughout the event. A very special thanks to the management and staff of Royal Nawab Banqueting Hall. We also present our heartiest thanks to all our team members who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure a smooth running of this event. And I wish if we could have a big loud round of applause for the volunteers as well. But yeah, volunteers have to do with this much. Busy eating. So thanks to our media friends, including ARY Network, Geo TV, Dunia TV, the London Post, the UK Times, and also our blogger friends. And a big thanks to our media partners, TVapex team, especially Eric, Jamal, Nabil. And just to let all of you know that TVapex is streaming this program, this event live at tvapex.com at this point. And you'll be able to see the videos and pictures as well of the event on the APPS UK website. And that's also courtesy of TVapex. And now I'll give the mic to Dr. Riaz.
Assalamu alaikum. Our sponsors played a major role in making the event possible, so a big thank you to PMA Property Management Advisors, Meme Associates, Shirley Tax Consultant, Harrison Price Solicitors, and Tania Accounting. And finally, I must thank you, all of you, our esteemed guests, friends, families, and colleagues who have made this day such a memorable one. I will now leave you to enjoy the meal, entertainment, and networking. Please join me in a dua for our favorite, our beloved Pakistan, Watan Ke Liye Dua. It's written by Ahmed Nadeem Kasmi Marhoom. Khuda kare ke meri arz pak par utre, wo fasl gul jise andesha zawal na ho. Khuda kare ke mere ek bhi hum watan ke liye hayat jurm na ho, zindagi wabal na ho. Many thanks.
My name is Seema. I'm representing Capital Care Services. We are a locum agency, in fact a healthcare provider, and we are supporting this lovely cause arranged by the Association of Pakistani Physicians and Surgeons. Yeah. And that's my colleague Casey.
Yeah.
I'm the compliance officer for Capital Care Services, so I deal with mostly all the documents and stuff like that.
And I think from my side, I've done about 5 or 6 of them now. Being a Pakistani, I'm a very passionate Pakistani, so I always come to these. I've been working with Pakistani doctors for about 12 years now, and supported many from back home and here as well, and we just continue to place them in their locum assignment and give them whatever support they need.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Shazia Sarwar and I'm here from Manchester. I'm one of the GPs there. This is my first time that I've joined APPS. What attracted me was their humanitarian work and also the facility here for networking and meeting other doctors with the same interest and improving things in our country. Yeah, my suggestion to APPS was initially to involve more of the homegrown, like British graduates as well with Pakistani heritage, because less and less doctors are coming across from Pakistan, and we have got more doctors which are got Pakistani heritage, and they are keen and eager to join this organization. Want to keep links with their own country, and then again to do some humanitarian work back home in Pakistan where it is much needed.
I mean, the Rotary do a fantastic job in the working with eradication in Pakistan, Afghanistan and so on and so forth. Our work here in the UK is based supporting those who contracted polio here in the UK in the 50s and 60s before the vaccination programme, and surprisingly there are still 120,000 people in the UK who are still suffering the late effects of polio or now post-polio syndrome. So that's basically our work. So tonight I just hope to say one or two words about that, and I do get that message across really. Polio is still relevant today in the UK.
Dr. Iqbal sums up the spirit of APPS UK every time you have a gala dinner. Wherever in the UK. Actually, it's been in Manchester before. Dr. Sahab, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Please share with us, what's the significance of this event happening in London this time, Rand?
You see, we have always been in the north of the country, but this time we decided that the organization is becoming very strong. There are more members coming from the south, so we should have an event in the south. So we decided, why not London? Let's go for London. And mashallah, it has been absolutely a wonderful success for us. You see, APPS stands for Association of Pakistani Physicians and Surgeons of UK, and you know very well the team, and the director of Apex Television is of
we are hosting your...
Absolutely, you are hosting actually, yes. So you can see that through this platform, not only we are doing the good work, but we are also taking the responsibility to support our doctors who are the victim of some kind of discrimination at any level. We are also emphasizing the responsibilities as well at the same time. We are also improving their communication. We want them to understand that the rights and responsibilities goes hand in hand. And at the same time, we want some fun, some joy, some good work will be coming out of this project. You will see some good work taking place in England, in UK as well as in Pakistan.